byly opravdu ty skály, ta příroda a to bylo úplně něco neznámého, ten Adršpach. Tím, že jsme tam chodili, tak přišel na místa, kde ještě nikdo nebyl, nebo si smyslel. To je jako láska, no. To je vášeň. Když se zblázníš do nějaký holky, no tak tohle to je to samé. To ti nikdo nepomůže.
All right, guys, welcome to Adršpach, the major area on the Czech sandstone. You guys, you might have known about something about Czech sandstone, knowing like how scary and dangerous it is. Have you been here, guys?
This is my first time, and it is definitely just as scary as I thought it would be, but the place is absolutely epic. It's so nice, like the views every day and from all the climbing is just amazing.
What about you, Pete?
Yeah, I've made 2 visits before to the Czech sandstone, and yeah, it's just as scary and run out as I remember. Like, I mean, I like bold climbing, but yeah, the people the climbers in Czech Republic are hardcore. Like, that's for sure. Yeah.
So some notorious things is like we are not allowed to use metal gear like cams and nuts, but we can also use these things, the nuts in the cracks. And the new age is the UFOs, like some kind of camming devices inside the cracks. I guess I'm just as beginner in placing this stuff as you guys. I just rather run it out and clip some of the few metal rings that they are there. What do you think of these?
When you get a good one, then I think they're good. I feel like some good experience, like you just need the experience. Which I don't have with placing these things, because obviously I'm used to placing wires and cams and stuff, so.
I think it's like the proper adventure. You just really short hike, but you are out there really fighting sometimes for your life, and then there's this reward of really summiting, getting a nice summit, taking a view, and going down. You think that definitely has a value, no?
Yeah, I think, like you say, Fighting is the key thing here. I feel like every time you come climbing here, you're fighting for your life, every climb and every day. Because on a lot of things, if you do make a mistake, it could be really serious. I'm not over-exaggerating. Like, if you fall off, it can be really serious.
Right, so let's go climbing. I am going to show you some of the classics, focusing mostly on crack climbing. Let's say I'm not a local and I've only climbed here for a few days, so it's not going to be really me showing you the climbs, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah, it looks quite flared now.
Yeah.
Short section. Come on.
Whoa, this crux was really heinous. I'm not sure if you can do it the other way. So I was just compressing these two slopers, and it's kind of weird because you're holding a hose which you think are pretty good, but without the chalk it just doesn't work. It's funny how chimney climbing can be so diverse. I think as opposed to like climbing in the creek, here the cracks or chimneys are always changing a little bit, so it's like almost every move you have to find slightly different technique. So narrow that it's impossible to fall off.
My body just hurts.
Are you enjoying it, Pete?
You know, my body is so painful today. You know, just like fever painful. Really, yeah, so I'm just feeling a bit ropey today. Like a bit fevery, so yeah, sticking your body in an off-width is very sensitive at the moment. Usually I don't find these things too sensitive, but there I was just like, oh, you know when your skin's all ill? Well, to be honest, probably everything here never feels easy, I would have thought. I think we've got a bit of a few kinks in the rope. Nicely done. Good
Nice.
job.
So what do we have here? The book. This book is from '88.
Shit. It's funny how there's just not that many pages since '88.
Would you expect more?
That's a pretty hard tower.
Yeah,
It's no really easy route.
Yeah. When was it done? 81?
81. Yeah.
It's a tough lead for 81.
I mean, the next one that we are going to climb is from the 60s.
Okay.
It's this one.
Yeah.
So same tower.
Same tower, the one on the right.
Absolutely desperate. I was trying so hard pretty much the whole way. And then I don't even think I did the correct route. I think I went left and ended up in another crack. And then I don't know if it was much easier, but I was just shoulder and knee in, just slowly inching my way up this for it felt like for 20 minutes.
So what did you think of the quality of these two routes?
The quality is always very good here.
Or did you like the runouts?
The runouts are always good, but it's quite...
Overbolted, you mean?
Say again?
Overbolted.
It's what?
Overbolted.
Overbolted? Mm-hmm. It's not overbolted. I would never say it's overbolted. There's only one bolt. There's only one ring bolt. How long is the pitch? What is it?
I think 65.
65 meters. It's got one bolt in it. So I wouldn't say it's overbolted. Yeah. And maybe some guys here might say it's overbolted.
And the hardest part, where it gets steeper, you're looking down and you see it's actually a little bit slabby. So I think the potential fall...
In the chimney.
Yeah, the potential fall might not really be that nice.
No,
Even though you don't deck, but...
Falling off is not an option. It's not an option.
Not with one bolt on a
Whatever Adam says,
meter
it's not an option.
So sweaty, holy smokes.
You thought you shouldn't fall as well? Yeah, I mean, I thought I shouldn't fall as well. Yeah, that was definitely a thought. Have you ever fallen on one of these?
I've never placed one.
No, you've never placed one? Yeah.
Whenever I climb on the Sandstone, I just clip the rings.
And clip the rings.
And run it out.
Yeah, yeah.
The way you always say it's so casual, no, I just clip the rings, it's okay. I mean, it was super fun. It was nice to get to the top, and I'm happy, even though it was top rope, I'm happy that I didn't fall off. But yeah, I would definitely not want to lead that. I feel like I need a lot more practice before leading something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good effort.
Yeah,
thanks.
For sure, for
really good.
Ahoj, těší mě, Adam. Čau. Čau, hej.
Tak vy tady chcete šílit?
Máme si tady tu krásnou cestičku.
Ahoj.
Will, Pete. A ty jsi to, Kokšo, vylezl bosky, říká se. Teda. A tak to jako líst z páry bosky, to je docela hustý, ne?
No,
Zvykli si nohy.
Představ si, že jsme tady, my jsme chodili pořád bosí. Ne, že bychom se přezouvali.
Jasný.
A tady je dlouho pěkná zima, ne? Tady leží sníh a tak
Jasný.
nám to nevadilo. My jsme byli uvázaní takhle a to opravdu bolelo.
Takže padali jste často, nebo ani ne?
No, tak párkrát jsem spadnul. A docela dlouhý pády to byly. No. A Potom jsem si říkal, no mám to zapotřebí, tady letíš, já nevím kam dolů, tak jsem ten kruh tam dal a vylezli jsme to potom, ale neměli jsme strach, že tam spadne.
Yes,
No.
Hezky jdeš.
Já nevím, tady pod tím kruhem tam jsem několikrát spadnul. Spadnul tamhle dolů, tam jsme měli hromadu chvoji, no a tam jsme do toho žukli vždycky.
Around the first ball was ridiculous.
Chceš pivo? To jsem byl strašně nadšený, takovou skálu přelíz, kde si myslí, že to vůbec nejde, ale potom se jedná jenom se jedná o maličkej krůček, takhle nějako to a najednou to jde. To bylo nelezitelný, takzvaně. Dneskom je všechno lezitelný. Při tom lezení jsem tam vypadnul ze spáry a ještě dneska se dovedu pamatovat, jak jsem letěl skrz smrk, skrz ty větve, jak to... No a to byl pád, myslím, takových 20 metrů. To lano bylo tak elastický, že se protáhlo a zase svylítnul nahoru.
I think from here, if you fall into the rink, it's the ground floor. Huh?
It's a long way.
Definitely, absolutely world class.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the traverse is not easy either. It's like...
Yeah, you're a couple of meters above the rink, and I would say they're like 6B plus boulder, no? Maybe?
Yeah.
6B.
Yeah.
Nice. Come on.
Okay, watch this.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Nice. Really good. Pretty impressive what they could do in 64, no? And just when you were clipping the last ring, imagining myself being up there, with your rope around your chest, and taking that whipper there.
That's savage. That's savage. Yeah.
I like it also considering the book and the summit that it's kind of like instant mountains. Like you get the real feeling of the summit.
And it's definitely only climbers that can get up here. That's for sure.
Parádní cesta. Mistrovský kousek. Mám radost, že jsem si to nad ním mohl vylézt.
Pro tebe byla úplná...
No a tady okolo toho prvního jsem musel teda zabrat.
No já jsem měl někdy tak obražený žebra. No, hrozně.
Yes. Congratulations. It's a great route.
We have more from the same quality.
Yeah. And it's amazing that you climbed in bare feet and the rope around here.
That's a different world.
Yeah. I would have been very scared. Okay, Adam, I was wondering, can everybody climb here? What's the kind of rules around that?
It's a naturally protected area and it's quite strict. You have to be a member of the climbing federation and you definitely have to obey to quite strict rules so we can keep this crag and for all of us for the future generation.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. This looks utterly desperate. Can't see.
moving here.
Oh, that's a shame. You had it? Yeah, that was kind of on that good one.
Amazing climbing. Yeah, just, it's like techie powerful. Like I just feel like I'm worked. It's from just trying to stay in there, you know?
Petr, to rozdělal Cikán s Mockem, jo. My jsme tady někde šli něco líst a já jsem to viděl a říkám, ty vole, kdo to má, to koupím za 5 000, ty vole, tenhle projekt.
Because there were two local climbers having this project, first ring, and he said like, wow, this is too good. I want to buy it for 5,000 crowns.
Tak já se tam nějak vylez a měl jsem jenom lanovici, tuhle nějakou takovouhle, a tam šel větší úzel, tak všem říkám, že tam jde tričko, lanovice jsem si sundal tričko, takhle jsem ho skroutil, dal jsem ho k té lanovici, udělal jsem na tom úzel, to jsem tam narval, takže tam je tričko, lanovice.
Yes. Come on. Yes, come on. Come on.
when you look at it, it feels like, that's absolutely impossible. And you just start somehow fighting your way up. And it feels like such an impossible effort.
I thought the route was really hard. It's nice start, good intro. I feel like good protection up to where it gets hard. But I mean, I was on top rope anyway. But it's just so physical, and I feel like it's just really technical. And if you got it dialed, it would feel a bit better. But even then, it would still be hard. And I definitely didn't have it dialed, so it just felt completely ridiculous trying to like just squeeze into this like frictionless corner, and you the whole time you just like clawing because your hands are slipping. It's super cool. I'd love to climb in the future, but I think for me probably a colder day and some more experience.
Víš, a to mě těší, protože si vždycky říkám, nestálo to naše lezení úplně za hovno, ale...
Ale jasný, že jo, musíš brát to, že jakoby ty celý život lezeš takovýhle věci na písku. Tudíž se s tom jako stal úplným mistrem.
No, to zas přeháníš.
Ne, jako myslím, že už se dál v určitých věcech snad ani jako posouvat nemůžeš, v tom jakoby, že jo.
Já už se posouvám výškam.
Že nepochybuju o tom, že na to máš i talent, ale ještě z toho máš tady tak strašně nalezeno, že když pak přijde někdo úplně nebetečně silný, jako ten Bosi, tak to je nejsilnější bouldrista na světě.
No já jsem si říkal, tak tak Juanovým žlabem se bude plazit nejlepší bouldrista na světě, to je pro mě velká čest. Jako,
no, ale že jo, jak určitou sílu tam potřebuješ, ale úplně jinou, než vylez 9. boulder, jakože on ho vylez.
So guys, what do you think of Adršpach? Would you recommend it to a friend or an enemy?
I would recommend it to the right type of person.
Okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't recommend it to your weekend warrior, I don't think.
No.
It's a bit hardcore.
Yeah, you'd want to be sure that your recommendation doesn't hurt someone, I think. Like, it's serious here, but it is amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think you will return?
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely return. Yeah. I think this is my third trip now, and I've also done some other climbing on similar styles in close areas. So yeah, I think I'll return.
I think I will, but maybe in a while. I think I'm gonna stick to my short sport routes and boulder problems for a little bit longer, where I feel nice and safe. Back in my happy place.
Will you return, Adam?
Yeah, sure. It was actually first time for me standing on the top of this most iconic tower. I kind of feel almost embarrassed that it took me 30 years of my life to do it. So yeah, definitely have to climb a bit more here in the future.